real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?
All right. Yep. I am here with Tommy Nation Politics.
Tommy Nation Politics.
This guy he's an awesome guy. And we had a great time on his podcast. So I'm very excited to end the season with Tommy Nation Politics because you know, he gets into the shit like I do. So and we're both queer too, so that's another great thing.
Are they still using that word? That's crazy. I'm glad.
Yeah, they are.
It's almost like
I heard it was like, what's up?
Also like we're back in the 80s.
Yo, I heard that there was like a big debate. Like, I guess there was like a gay council, like LGBTQ council, and they were like debating on whether they should use it or not. Like, somebody told me that. I don't know if that's true or not.
What council? There's a council. There's a council. Is Anakin Skywalker on this council? Because I don't want him on the council.
So they let people know I have took 2 hits of sativa just to like relax a little bit, and maybe that wasn't the good idea. So that sounded crazy.
Should have been indica.
But speaking of the gay community, you heard about what's going on in Florida? Jesus Christ.
No. What's going on in Florida?
They have a bill that's about to be passed called Don't Ask Gay Bill.
That's right. Yes.
Like, talk about backwards.
So, like every bill in Florida, I don't understand why at this moment in time they would even try to when people are at income inequality, when people aren't, when people are getting kicked off their health care plans because they're not going to work anymore. Why are you going to go to the Don't Ask Gay Bill? Why is that? What is that for?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
This is what I'm talking about with these two fucking parties, bro. They piss me off all the time. They're nothing but irrelevant. Our governor today, he said he told everybody to remove Russian things off all the shelves. Like he's doing something.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like that's gonna do anything. It's freedom fries once again, bro. Once again, it's freedom fries.
Jesus Christ.
Then we have GOP
Should we even
lawmakers.
We might as well just get into that, right? Because that's what is on everybody's mind, right?
I mean, I don't.
What do you think about the war?
Well, I hope I hope you have something to say because at this point, so I'm 37 years old and
right.
I remember the Iraq War. So I remember that everything that came out of that war was lies. Everything.
Right.
So at this point, I have no opinion on anything whatsoever, and I'm watching all the propaganda rise to absurd levels, bro.
And it's so much more efficient now. It's like it's embedded into like everywhere now. Like
it is movies, cinema, memes. I see Zelensky was a king. He fought for his own people now. Like I don't really have any opinion on Zelensky, like I said, but this is just rising to the most absurd levels that I've ever seen in my life, bro. And I don't know what's true and what's not anymore, honestly.
Well, I would say this that just not even just agreeing with my party, but actually is agreeing with my party because they're actually kind of right on it, just saying that Russia has legit defense issues. NATO keeps expanding. They try to make Georgia NATO. I don't know if everybody remembers that. They tried to make Georgia NATO before, and Russia had to stop that because it's at the border. They're trying to make Ukraine NATO. Like,
who is really? Because they're not saying that. Because Tulsi Gabbard, she was on Tucker Carlson. She talked about this specific thing. She said all we have to do is try to make it so just state that they're never going to join NATO because she said it's unlikely that they would ever join them in the first place. But Biden's not saying that. In fact, he's saying in 30 days, we'll wait and see what happens. In 30 days, anything could happen in 30 days. The Russians are already fucking knocking down the number 2 city in the Ukraine. In 30 days, there won't be a Ukraine. But all of this is interesting because this is exactly what happened. I don't know if you know, but Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
So this is what Putin has wanted for the longest time. And yeah, there are national security risks. But what Putin has always wanted, because he's ex-KGB officer, so he's one of the reuniting of the Soviet Union. And this is interesting, Jabari. This is my theory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we left all these guns and missiles and stuff in Afghanistan by accident. But do you remember when we armed the Mujahideen to take out the Soviets in Afghanistan?
Yeah.
This is all very super interesting. We got Putin trying to reunite the Soviet Union, and then we've got us arming accidentally or otherwise.
I don't think he's trying to reunite the Soviet Union, though.
I don't think so.
He's very anti-communist. I don't know what literature they show in the West, but when you listen to his speech that he made before he attacked Ukraine, he actually blamed the Soviet Union for why he has to do what he has to do to Ukraine. That basically was an hour-long monologue. He basically spoke about Vladimir Lenin and how Vladimir Lenin created the border between Ukraine and Russia. His one big line, he said that because of Vladimir Lenin's sin, we have Ukraine. So that basically was just the most anti-communist thing that you could say, because he's basically blaming the USSR that's been gone since 1991 for what's happening in Ukraine, when he should be blaming the dude that was a part of the USSR when the coup happened that disbanded the USSR for being the reason why shit's fucked up now. Because it didn't have to disband. They were weakened. But in my opinion, and I'm 30 years old, so I wasn't there. They didn't have to disband. Right. But Putin is not. So Putin is a far right capitalist. He's just he wants to sit at the table. In his speech, he also said he wanted to join NATO in 2000. Really? And he asked, y'all gotta. He literally just laid down his reasoning in this whole speech he did before he invaded Ukraine. It's on RT Putin's speech. He literally sits down for an hour. He says that he went up to Bill Clinton and asked Bill Clinton, is there any chance that Russia could join NATO? Which some people don't know. Russia also requested NATO for membership when the USSR was established as well, too. So this is a thing. And NATO has always said, no, we don't want y'all. And the first reason was because they wanted to make sure they stopped the USSR. Well, they won. They got what they wanted. 1991 is gone. Right. Russia's the Russian Federation now, aka Russia is communist. So communist, capitalist. Jesus, aka Russia is capitalist.
I mean, they've got oligarchs, so of course they're capitalist now. Yeah,
you can't have oligarchs in the. So you know what happens to oligarchs in a socialist country?
I mean, I love China. That shit. I love it. That's the part I love, bro. That's the part I love.
So I just wanted to make that clear, because I see that people think that he's trying to rejoin the USSR, and I think that's like CIA points. They're trying to make people still believe that they're communists when they're capitalists, and I think that's because people will be confused when they be like, "Oh, so why are we beefing with them if they're not communists? And then what's the whole point of the reason?" You get what I'm saying?
Why are we beefing with them anyway, Jabari?
So I think my theory is that the United States is jealous that there's other world powers, like how China is. The United States wants world domination, U.S. imperialism. That's the whole point, is to dominate the world. And that's worth the nuclear war? Because I'm worth nuclear war. All right. Well, you got to ask Sleepy Joe, bro. I mean, it's up to him now. Joe is literally on his way out. So I don't understand this whole thing, bro. He's on his way out. So I don't understand how we are, our interests, what are they? None. Yeah. Whether or not the Ukraine joins NATO or not, we're the ones literally paying for their military, just like we pay for Germany's military. Yep, while having bases surrounded around Russia and everything. We use, I think Ukraine is a proxy war, honestly.
Right.
We made them feel comfortable. We made them feel like they're going to join us. Then we fuck them over and they were like, hey, we'll smuggle weapons in, but we're not saying anything else in for you.
It really is funny. It really is funny. It's funny. And Trump did the same thing, which is why I got impeached. And he's like, now let me ask you before I do a favor for you. Is that you need to do this. And then he got impeached. That's how he got impeached, right?
And I feel bad for Zelensky. He's a Jewish guy, and this is the comical part. He's a Jewish guy that has to abide to neo-Nazis in Ukraine. Now, not all of Ukraine is Nazi. Right. This is whole civil war. It was 8 years. 14,000 people died over this.
Right.
So, there's some military elements that I'm talking about. I'm not saying all Ukraine is Nazi because I've been getting red flags for that. People think I'm saying, oh, they're all Nazis.
No, they're not. There's some amazing Ukrainians. They have cities that just like the United States.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Russian separatists that are neo-Nazis. Right?
Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know about that, but I know that they're far right entities in Russia. But I do know that the Azov Battalion in Ukraine, it literally says neo-Nazi when you Google it. Like, it says it right in their fucking description.
What do you think about this whole GOP leaders being in the white nationalist conference? Like Major Taylor, have you heard about that? The Major Taylor Greene and the Gosar?
Nah, put me onto that. I might have. Just so much. I might have to be reminded.
So this is from the New York Times. So who knows if it's true or not? New York Times. GOP leaders condemn lawmakers' appearance at white nationalist conference. The participation of Representatives Major Taylor Greene and Paul Gosar at a far-right neo-Nazi event renews calls for Republican leaders to root out extremism in their party. I saw on CNN that Mitt Romney, senator of Utah, he condemned Major Taylor Greene and said she had a stack short IQ points. He really did. I never seen a fucking Mormon be that mean. He was really fucking pissed.
Yeah.
So
fucking Mormon be that mean.
I really haven't. I never seen a Mormon be that mean, bro.
That was funny. And I don't have nothing against Mormons, but that was funny.
They're not fucking mean, bro. They're always
cancel us.
That is a really, really inappropriate thing that you just said. Your magic underwear. So Mitt Romney was not having it. He was not having it. Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. Why?
He seems like the most common one of the Republicans, but just as extreme as they are. Like, he'll come and say something against war, but then going back every fucking transphobic, homophobic shit they can ever back and shit like that. Right. Like, the Republican Party, to me, are just white supremacist Nazis. The whole thing, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, not all of them.
I know. I'm just being mean.
I would have rather, honestly, Mitt Romney or Barack Obama. Mm-hmm. Like, it's tough for me at this point, now that I have hindsight, to figure out who I would have voted for. Mitt Romney or Barack Obama.
Well, they both had the same policies.
Exactly.
My thing is, though, so that's a big deal, because if Mitt Romney would have won, would he have backed the neo-fascist coup in 2014 that took over Ukraine, which is kind of the reason why we have what the fuck we have right now? Like, that's a good question. Would he have backed them?
I don't know. Well, you remember Barack Obama didn't even arm the Ukrainians at all back then.
That was smart. That was smart. He was like,
how come he didn't get impeached? How come he didn't get impeached?
Obama?
Yeah.
That would have. I don't know, man. That would look bad.
Because he didn't have impeached for a tan shirt. Trump first got impeached by not arming Ukraine. And quid pro quo. Remember, quid pro quo.
Okay.
Barack Obama didn't arm him at all, but he was the first black president. So
he said in his book that the reason why he didn't arm them, was it his book? I read a few of his books.
Was the audacity of nope?
He said that he didn't want to make tensions rise with Russia, because Russia would take that as a threat. Russia really feels that NATO is trying to destroy not only their socialist aspect, which they won in, but destroy their whole country and take over. Like, that's how Russia feels. Like, that's coming from every official in Russia that I listen to. They straight up feel threatened by the United States expanding NATO so much.
Yes.
So I feel bad for the Russian people. Okay, fuck Putin, Fuck all those oligarchs. You heard they're sanctioning them and trying to take their life savings away, the things they work for. They're trying to ruin Russian people's lives. How is that rightful?
I mean,
how is that?
The Russian people's lives are being ruined now with the sanctions.
Yeah,
the sanctions are fucking. They're unbearable, Jabari.
Yeah,
like I don't understand how like they can live with those. So now that we're in another place, now, which is Putin is not fucking Boris Yeltsin, bro.
No,
he's not a motherfucking lip-tarded shit. Ex-KGB. He's not going to take these sanctions.
Yeah.
And Biden just told everybody in the Russian, yes, in the New York Times, Biden said, leave Russian people. That made Putin put his nuclear arsenal on red alert, bro. So I hear all of these people, these children of the Cold War, talk about how this is just like the Cold War and we're not going to be in a nuclear war. I've never heard of a nuclear arsenal being on alert. And then the American president saying, get out, Russian people.
I agree.
We're on a whole new level now. So
this is not the Cold War thing.
This is not
and no one's trying to talk about it. No one's trying. I mean, they had talks. They had talks yesterday, but they're still bombing the fuck out of each other. Like, I get why. So Donbass asked Putin to come in. That's originally why he came into Ukraine. If no one knows that. Donbass is the Russian-speaking region of Ukraine. They're basically like cousins. They've always been together. They have the same ancestry, all that shit between Russia and Ukraine. So the neo-Nazis that are fighting Donbass for a civil war, they're trying to get rid of the Russian-speaking language. They're trying to get rid of, it's like a genocide. You know how neo-Nazis do. It's a genocide. They're trying to get rid of Russian influence and shit like that. So that's why they begged Putin to come. And Putin said for a while he wasn't going to do anything. And that's another right-wing aspect, because if he was a socialist, he probably would have did something, another aspect of something. I'm just trying to compare as being a socialist, people, I'm trying to compare what socialists would have done compared to what a capitalist does. What Putin did is definitely a capitalist thing. He went in illegally into another country and bombed the fuck out of the capital. Well, he didn't get to the capital yet, right? But he's
not yet. He's almost there.
Going to war. He's going to war with them.
So I mean, well, really, like, honestly, there is no fucking getting out of this, bro.
Yeah.
Is Putin going to get out of it? And how is the world stage going to treat Putin after he fucking leaves? They're going to want his head, right?
Yeah, but he does have alliances though, so
he's the next Saddam Hussein, bro. He really is.
Damn.
All right. If you want to talk about art, if you want to talk about how we fucking work, instead of a socialist works, who's the next Saddam Hussein?
Yeah. Who's the next
Muammar Gaddafi? It's Putin, bro.
Shit.
So all we need now is Hillary Clinton. We saw he died. And that motherfucker is fucking pushed out of a window. He's poisoned in a fucking hotel room. That motherfucker's dead. Vladimir Putin is dead. I don't give a shit.
I'm mad you brought out Hillary, yo. I've been trying to leave her alone because I feel like I'm always raking her.
She's the reason we're here, bro. She's the reason. We can talk about that too.
He brought up the fact of Libya. You're right. He brought that up. He said he lost trust in the United States right after Libya happened. Like, that's a factual line he said. So
let's just talk about how she's the one who created tensions with our fucking countries when she fucking blamed Donald Trump for a Steele dossier that didn't exist. When she fucking now her lawyer Sussman is now being going to jail for lying to the FBI about it. So let's talk about who's really responsible for this shit.
Yeah,
it's her.
Exactly. And think about it. She started a whole Russian bot type of thing to soil Tulsi Gabbard's good name, who actually went to Syria and fact checked.
Right.
She did her due diligence and integrity as a fucking sitting person in the office and as an active service member for the United States Army. And you call her a Russian bot?
Right.
Trump a Russian bot? There was a Russian Republican that they literally used her sexual life and everything in her lifestyle to demonize her being a Russian bot in cahoots with her body to like get people to do what Russian interest is. That's racist, sexist. The Hillary Clinton campaign has ruined a lot of people's lives. I myself have had emails from haters in Connecticut that buy that shit that call me a Russian bot just because of my position in Syria and my position in China. So it's like that whole Russian shit.
It can't even be original, bro. It can't even be. It's all Russian bot. Russian bot. Russian bot. Okay,
Russian
shut
bot.
the fuck up. Your fucking lawyer, your lawyer Sussman is in jail. Hillary Clinton is not president.
Right.
You lost. You lost,
Right.
guys.
You
They've lost so many ways since Sunday, and now we've got a dementia-riddled old man in the house and the White House, and we have no idea what he's going to do. He's on his way out, and he's talking about 30 days. We'll wait and see. I don't fucking know
what
going
he going to do. Shoot a nuke? Because there's nothing else.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is what else is there going to be to do? But yeah. So this is a very alarming, bro.
It is.
Because if we start tossing nukes at each other, bro, it's over for everybody.
Tommy, you are so right. I need I don't think people fully grasped it. What they're thinking, because I heard somebody say this to me at my job, that America is going to sweep in, beat Russia's ass, beat China's ass, and just take over everything. World domination. Okay.
That's the
Does that
propaganda
sound like
talking.
a good idea?
That's the propaganda talking. It's not that easy. We couldn't even beat the Taliban, guys. We couldn't even beat the Taliban. Guys. Think about this, guys. It's fucking alarming.
But we could take on two world powers, right? We can't beat the Taliban, but we could take on two world powers.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is that it's all very disturbing, bro. You got propaganda levels on the absurd levels, bro. And then all of our countrymen are sick and drunk. Even the left wing, drunk on nationalism and jingoism. And now we have a dimension.
The left. That's crazy. They even have the left.
Yeah, bro. So I'm afraid. I haven't been afraid in a long time, bro. I'm afraid now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hearing everyone that especially people that lived through the Cold War, and are still alive today, people that actually read into the stuff. That's what I'm talking about, the actual journalists, stuff like that. They're all scared. I wish it never came out this way. I feel like the United States had an opportunity to stop this before it happened with actually talking to Russia.
It did.
There's no diplomacy with Russia.
If Tulsi Gabbard was president, it wouldn't have happened.
I agree. Who's going to disagree with you? A liberal. That's it. But what's going on with you? You ever think about running for office or anything?
So I tell everybody this. I think I told you this last time. Is that the system is so corrupted that it would make me corrupt. It really would. They would find something about me, some dirt on me, and I would have to fucking play ball, wouldn't I?
And you you literally telling the truth right now. You're like, bro, I'm gonna drink that Kool-Aid.
Yeah. So I don't want to do that. I don't know. What about you?
Maybe. I don't know yet. I've been thinking about it. People ask me and then I'm like, I don't know. It depends on what the resources is with the party I'm a part of, because I would like to run with them. But I will only do it. That's good that you found a party that you like. I know, right? Because they're just working class and black people centering and LGBTQ. Everybody that's in my party in Connecticut, the Connecticut branch, we're either queer, trans, and then there's two black people and some Asian leadership, and then there's some white leadership. It's mixed, it's beautiful, it's nice. So I like it, you know what I mean? And we do a lot of working class efforts and stuff like that. So I would think I'll run with them if I do, but I would have to get their approval, and I respect it if not, because it's all about, if you don't, you're not going to win regardless, of course, but it's all about reaching. How many working class people can you educate and teach while you're doing your campaign? That's what it's all about, because that helps. You know what I mean? I wonder who radicalized Bernie Sanders and stuff. Well, now Bernie Sanders pissing me off because he literally is just backing everything. See, now I'm mad. I'm about to act like Jimmy.
Talk about that, bro. So I've been trying to stay away from Bernie Sanders because I'm trying to get my reach in my audience, but it's just so funny how everybody's talking about how he's gonna every single piece of legislation that he tries to take, it's gutted, destroyed by Nancy Pelosi. So, and then he backs it anyway. So what are you particularly mad about with the Bernie Sanders? What do you mean?
I'm mad at the fact that he's not fighting hard enough. God, he made me a socialist. You know what I mean? Like, he made me far, far left than I'll ever be, because like he inspired me. You know what I mean? And he made me started just reading about socialism and shit like that. And here I am taking classes about. I took classes. I went to classes. He literally changed my mind and my perspective.
I'm sorry,
But
me
then
too.
yeah. See, and he just failed us, bro. He literally just let the DNC ride him like a pony. You know,
Still, I don't know why. Why is that? And so that's why I'm afraid of. That's why I'm afraid of going into office.
right?
'Cause if they could do it to Bernie Sanders, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Is that I don't know, man. I don't think this office. I think the office is corrupted. I think that we have to get these people out. But my friend Dylan from Irrita TV, he said that even if we get all these people out, that there's still this new scum is going to rise to the top. You know?
Yeah, you gotta get rid of
Because
it.
because like just like you said with the working class people, we don't have the populace of people that know how the government works, that know how the system works.
Right.
We know how the system works, but we don't have the majority that does, and they fall privy to propaganda like easily. You know, 1 minute Zelensky is a right winger, next minute he's the king of Ukraine who fights his own battles.
Right.
They're just so easily swayed.
And he's not fighting his own battles. It's not a movie, people. This is not when King Arthur comes out.
I know.
Like, oh, I'm gonna go into battle and shit. No, he has to write legislation and shit still. Like, right. They got one picture of him with army gear on.
I know, bro. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes for the propaganda, bro. It's so easy. It's so
I'm like,
easy.
you really think he out there riding the tank, bro?
It's so easy. It's so easy. It scares me, bro. I wish I could just duplicate a little of that propaganda, though, to make me big. I don't know what do you need? What do you need CNN to just say Tommy Nation Politics is fucking fighting the battle and I have the fucking armor on? All right, is that gonna make you watch me and take me seriously? No, it's not. Okay. All right, guys, I'll keep trying.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta rough office and get corrupted. Then you all set.
Yeah. Then I'm set. Then I got Hillary's money. Then I got Hillary's fucking DNC money because she. I don't know if you remember. She drained every single Democrat that was trying to run during that year. Mm-hmm. She drained them. It was like a symbiote.
Like took their.
She took the money, because you know the Act Blue is how they donate, right? You type you say donate to Tulsi, donate to all these Democrats. It takes you back to Act Blue, which is like their DNC server line, and then the money goes there. Well, fucking Hillary just took that fucking Act Blue and went, and then she fucking sucked it up, bro, and then she fucking lost. Oh my God. And that's how we lost state houses, we lost mayorships, we lost fucking. Because I'm a Democrat, but it's just funny, bro. They not only lost Hillary not only lost, but every Democrat statewide, nationwide lost, bro, because they didn't have the money to fight anything. It was funny, bro.
Capitalism is a disease. It's just it's so annoying. It really is. The things that these people can do and not get in trouble for.
I know.
That I didn't know about that because I haven't voted for a Democrat since Obama.
Right.
So I did donate, and I never ever told anybody this because I'm ashamed. But like when Tulsi Gabbard ran, I donated to her. So now I'm thinking
I did too, lots of times.
Now that money went to the one of the fuckers that's running up. Like,
yeah, it went to Biden.
I gave like a little bit of money to Andrew Yang. I gave a little bit of money to fucking Bernie, of course. I didn't vote for him,
you know what's funny is I didn't even vote. I voted for Bernie, but I didn't even donate to him. That's weird. I donated to Tulsi and Yang, but I didn't donate to Bernie, even though I voted for him in the primaries. I don't know why. I guess I just expected that he didn't need it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I voted for him for the primaries, but I don't know. Would I have voted for him for president? Probably would have.
Yeah, I would have. I would have been proud of it.
He got fucked though. God, he just bends the knee.
He does easily. But you know what? All it takes is Whoopi Goldberg to talk about how he should get out of the race, and he's just gonna get out, bro.
Yo,
I think you need to leave. I think you need to get out. You can't. This is feeling. Did you see that fucking shit? That I made a whole segment, Jabari, about Whoopsie Daisy. I think I
saw that. Yeah,
I made a whole segment about Whoopi Goldberg and how she needs to get out of the race. How about that, bitch? She's funny, bro.
Yo, she is hilarious. Her whole synopsis of what Nazis were when they really just were about race and shit. Like
I know.
Yo,
it's not philosophical. It's not philosophical.
Yeah.
I felt like she was trying to be like a philosophical teacher, from an East Coast like liberal art school. It was about man's humanity to man. Man's humanity to man. Maybe it was, but it was also about they were Jews.
Yeah.
So
it was about they were Jews, bro. That's all it was about. Social Darwinism. That's a really fucked up science. They try to prove they were like the elites and all that shit. Like
they did. But they also took out us, black people. They took out the handicapped, homosexuals.
Yep.
Anybody who wasn't what do they call it? Oh, the race. What do they call it? Again?
I think it was
the supreme race.
The supreme race, yeah,
whatever it was.
They also called themselves Atlanteans. They also called
Atlanteans.
Oh, it runs deep, bro. I was studying the shit out of it. So basically, they think that they are the true Atlanteans, and apparently, Atlantis to them was in the north of the South Pole, one of those.
Oh, really? How
they
could they
think that their race is the superior race?
Aryan, that's what I'm saying. The superior race. That's why.
Yeah, the Aryan race and all that stuff. It's deep. They had a very interesting philosophy of how to be fucking racist. It's basically how to be fucking racist, like and anti-Semitic, like especially anti-Semitic. Racism is anti-Semitic. Perfect pair. Perfect fucking pair.
So, how do you think that Joe Biden got his money out of Ukraine before it all went and happened?
I knew he was gonna ask me that. I thought Hunter was already paid, but if he using a Ukrainian bank, I hope he did that.
Where's Burisma? I'm gonna type in Burisma after I leave this place and see what's going on.
That's another thing. You think that? All right. So no one's talking about this theory. Nobody. You think that he's like defending Ukraine hard body because he know that he fucked up and they got like shit on him?
Wow.
And his son.
Well, I hadn't crossed my mind, Jabari. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, because like the Italian mob, they literally had like Edgar Hoover on like check because they had pictures of him cross-dressing. So he didn't want to get exposed.
Rudy
so I'm
Giuliani
thinking, like, who else?
Rudy Giuliani used to cross-dress all the time too.
Oh man, really interesting. So I'm just thinking, like, what if it's a simple blackmail? It's like, look, if you don't vouch for us, I swear to God, I'll fucking expose you and the whole Biden family.
Could work. I could work.
That's just a theory. I don't really believe it, but
it could work. If you go back into Joe Biden's history, Jabari, a simple blackmails work all the time on this guy because he's dirty as hell. Yeah. Plagiarism, fucking cheating. In fact, he said when he was running first, I tried to prostitute myself in front of the, he said that.
I remember that.
But nobody was going to pay him. He said he would do it. He said he'd do it.
I'm just imagining it was like, look, man, y'all want this done? I am down. I will be your goddamn tool, please.
Yeah. He said, I tried to prostitute myself. It's so funny, Jabari. We got the guy who literally said, I'm going to prostitute myself in front of everybody. Now we think he's better than Trump. He's better than Trump. I mean, Vladimir Putin and Trump weren't bought like this, bro.
Yeah.
Joe Biden is.
Yeah.
So that's just another aspect of this whole right-wing, left-wing argument. That's just like, I mean, I feel like the left wing in this country now is now the right wing. Just simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, I say it all the time. Like Democrats, they're just basically center right at this point.
I mean, not even center right at this moment. At this moment,
you're like even more right.
At this moment with this war, they're a right wing.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
And the right wing is wondering, even the right wing that's supposed to be the right wing is wondering, are y'all down for nuclear war?
Right?
Like,
you know what's real with the real right is questioning.
Like, what's going
Like, don't get me. They're probably like, look, don't get me wrong. Fuck those Russians. But do you really want war?
Yeah,
war.
That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing, bro. I'm seeing the real right wing be like, are y'all really down for this nuclear war shit? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Everything's going to end, people. Everything. This podcast, the shit behind me, my beautiful cats that I call my children, my girlfriend.
It's gonna end, bro.
It's all gonna fucking end.
I'm just worried about. Crazy. I'm worried about like actually living in Fallout, bro. I don't want Nuka-Colas. I don't want to fucking see Raiders in my fucking vault 101.
Right.
I don't want to have
zombies.
I don't want zombies, bro. I don't want to have to pick up AK-47s to build my own armor, bro. That took days. It took months, bro.
Right.
Literally, that was on a fucking Xbox.
God, it's so fucked. It's so fucked. Why am I American? Like, I'm gonna have to talk to God or somebody that whatever being created us. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that too. If people believe in God, where is he right now? Because I've been talking.
You're freaking me out, bro. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, because I know for a fact that I get that. So let's say I'm facetious in nature. America loves to run shit. So of course they want to keep shit running. It's like the mob.
Right.
You don't want opposition. You don't want another mob. I mean, isn't that why Lucky Luciano created the commission of 5 families and shit like that? Mm-hmm. So nobody starts beefing and try to take more power.
Is that why?
They tried that. Huh?
Interesting. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I'm obsessed with mafia history.
That's tight. I kind of am too, but I didn't know that. That's tight.
I'm kind of ashamed of that.
No, don't be ashamed, bro. The mob ran things better than the government did, bro.
Especially in the casino, a lot of people that lived around that time said that the casinos were better ran by the mob than corporate America, which I mean, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
They ran the unions. They had unions. They were very powerful.
They did.
I compared the mob to the United States because they're basically they were like the small United States,
right?
In the United States, just doing what the United States does, but in a more, I mean, it's the same thing to me though. The government kills and assassinates people, like they whack people all the fucking time and shit for their interests. So it's basically the mob. The United States is the mob. So let's say that. So of course, the mob does not want another mob, China, to expand, and another mob, Russia, to expand with all their little syndicate friends. They don't want that. But Kitchener, he's still alive, right? I know he's an old ass coop. He said something very important that I felt like they lost this whole battle with. They probably would have had control if they didn't use their policies to push China and Russia together. They probably would have had a better grasp of things because Russia's capitalist, China's a communist country. So of course they're not going to mix and match. But because of what you did, you forced them to become friends. And now they're like good friends. Like Xi Jinping and Putin, they know each other. They know their families. They're close now. So you did that. You created your enemy and made it more powerful for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe there's like some petroleum of the mass amount or like a rare diamond in Russia that they want so bad. Because it's all about resources. Like maybe there's something there. Like I'm just coming up with things. Maybe there's something there they want. They always want minerals and resources. Right. So what's there?
Uranium.
Yeah? Huh?
Uranium.
Vibranium?
Uranium.
Oh, uranium.
Vibranium, bro. I want some vibranium.
They're like, yo, there's vibranium there. We want that shit.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
Russian vibranium.
That'd be tight, bro. That'd be some Wakanda shit.
You
No,
see black people like fucking protecting it too. What he's gonna say?
I just think that the Democratic Party has created enemies, more enemies than they even know. It's not even our country. It's the Democratic Party. They created Trump because they're the do-nothing Democrats. He ran because they're the do-nothing Democrats. They smeared him, and then that literally created a Donald Trump being a underdog, which created a right-wing movement. That created a right-wing movement, bro. Just these lies. Yeah. And now the liberals are nothing but evaders and liars. They won't even talk about the things that you want to talk about. If you raise an issue, they would talk about a completely different issue. They'd smear you as a racist. That's who liberals are now. Yeah. So the Democratic Party did this. That's my opinion, honestly.
So you feel like Democratic. I mean, Republicans did wars too and created things.
They did.
The Democratic Party has started a lot more.
They're
wars.
insidious. They're insidious with their fucking their propaganda and their what do they call it? I don't even know what to call it. Like when you're shading other people and you're lying on them, and then you're doing the exact same thing. You're projecting your own crimes onto someone else while you're doing the same thing. Like that's what they did to Trump. So I don't know. I've never seen the Republican Party do that. They flat out say, I don't want to help you. They flat out say, fuck you, go fucking go shit on yourself. We want the states to go bankrupt, like Mitch McConnell said. But I've never seen the Republican Party say, yeah, we're gonna project this whole entire story onto one person, and we're gonna fucking do the exact same thing that we're accusing you of. That's a whole insidious level of dimension. Like it's a whole different dimension of evil to me. Like it really is.
Yeah. I mean, well, the Democrats, they definitely are like complicit. They don't like to fight back. And I found it weird that with Trump, they decided to, but they did it in a way that made it more complicated when they could have got him on other things. Right. Like that whole Stormy Daniels thing. Like they could have got him on that. But no, they want to push the Russia shit. They could have got him on so much other things.
Right, he wrote a check to a prostitute. That's illegal.
Like, come on. Yeah. Come on, man. Like, at least if you want to go after somebody, make your work less hard.
Yeah.
Don't just create a whole new conspiracy and try to prove what you just made up. That's what cops do. That's what cops do.
You are right. You are so right on that. Now, I'm gonna use that, bro. I'm gonna use that. Yep.
They copped Trump. He got copped.
Yeah, look, bro. You know what? That makes so much sense, bro. That is so true. That's deep. Yeah. That's deep as fuck.
Donald Trump was a lot of things, but he wasn't a Russian bot.
Yeah.
It could be a commercial.
I could just see his police report, bro. I could see his police report. Mr. Trump was fucking waving in and out of the lanes and fucking very, very erratically, and we found the Russian reports on him. Wait, what? Russian reports?
Yeah,
that's what cops do, bro. They just added like a very extra special layer, bro. That's what the Democrats are. That's what the Democrats are. They're cops, bro. They're cops. Oh my god.
Kamala Harris is a cop, so
they just add on a whole special layer to this. So
it's real. It's real. They're not, bro. I don't what is Biden thinking? He's old as hell, and he decides now to, as a senior citizen, to try to fuck with another country that's not like Iraq or Afghanistan, which you haven't even won. You just fucked up their government. Yeah, woohoo, that's nice. But they still survived.
Yeah.
They still continued, especially Afghanistan. You lost to the Taliban. You had everybody run and leave all that $1 million of weapons and equipment to the Taliban. And then you want to act like you big enough to do something with Russia? Like, come on. When I went to grade school, you didn't just start in the 12th grade. You had to go to first grade, you go second, third, all that shit. You had to pass all those grades before you get your diploma.
Right.
What is he doing? He couldn't even. The government couldn't even beat the Taliban. Now they want to take on the whole Russian Federation. Like, come on.
I don't know, bro. He's very inspired by Zelensky. That's what he is doing. I'm not inspired by any of this. I know exactly what's happening. It's all just a show. It's a propaganda fucking manufacturer gets it model. And I don't know why it's happening at this moment, but I know that it's not for anything good.
He used to be a comedian. He was a pretty funny comedian. Zelensky.
Really?
Yeah. He was a comedian before he ran. He had it. So Zelensky had a movie called Serve the People, which is hilarious because he literally named his party after the movie he made called Serve the People. So he basically was like a Ukrainian president that was trying to bring peace. And he ran on that because, there's a civil war going on. So he was saying, and he's from East Ukraine, which I don't know if people understand the connection he has to East Ukraine, which is interesting. So he's from Donbass. So he is Jewish because a lot of them are Jewish, and he's Russian speaking as well too. He can speak Russian and Ukrainian. So he's a very interesting character. He ran on a peace campaign. He ran on a campaign to also investigate the massacre that happened as well too when the 2014 coup took over. He said he was going to do all these things. Then when he get into office, he doesn't do anything. And I think it's Stockholm syndrome. He became president in 2019 after this white supremacist coup took over, and then they're beefing with Russian-speaking people in the Donbass and killing them, civil war. And he walks in thinking he could change things, but then he meets the government of the United States, and then he has to deal with the entities in Ukraine. Right. So I feel like Stockholm syndrome as fuck is what he's dealing with. So he's not a king, people.
He could be.
He's a scared politician. He got into something way in over his head. Over his head.
I mean, that's true. And it's also true that Vladimir Putin was planning this for the longest time. He probably did think that Trump was going to be in office at this moment.
What would have happened if he did? That would be interesting.
I know. What would Trump have been like? Because Trump's been like this. Let's talk about this. So his Trump strategy, which is I don't know what it is. He said it was genius that Putin invaded. Now he's saying that Zelensky is fighting like hell. So I know Trump doesn't like losers. He doesn't like losers.
It never sounds like
losers. I don't. So now he's on Zelensky's side because he's fighting like hell. But what would Trump's position? What would his position have been in the beginning of this as a president of the United States? That's a very interesting question. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Jabari?
Because he didn't arm the Ukrainians.
He didn't. He got impeached for not arming the Ukrainians.
Right. So that already tells you that he had no issue. He had no like type of mindset to start anything with Russia.
Right.
And that's something about Biden that's very, very telling. I need people to understand that. Listen, that the fact that Trump and Obama knew it would be serious to arm them. By the way, they were already being armed by Israel. That's another story. So,
but we're arming Israel. I mean, we're arming Israel.
Right.
They're arming Israel.
So, yeah, they're just passing it along. Like this is
just like we armed the Saudis. Just like we armed the Saudis. They armed the Al Qaeda. They armed Al Qaeda.
Yeah. We're arming the Saudis now to starve Yemen.
We're the biggest weapons dealers. I want people to understand this. We're the biggest weapons dealers on the planet, guys. Just so you know. Yeah. Just so you know, the United States of America is the biggest arms dealer on the planet. In fact, if anybody needs to be nuked out of existence, it's probably us. I don't want to.
Oh my god.
But literally, guys, we are literally the problem.
It's real out here. It's real in these streets, bro. But that tells you how crazy Biden is, how he's not thinking. He's not thinking. The fact that Trump and Obama knew what would escalate this and did not go that route, but he does. He hasn't.
He's not in charge. He's not in charge.
He hasn't been in office for 2 years, Tommy. At least he hasn't even made it a full 2 years, Tommy, and he already got us in the nuclear war.
I know. Maybe it was Kamala. I don't know, bro. Maybe it was Kamala.
Oh, come on, she's not doing anything. She's in the back giggling.
Hey,
bro.
hey, how about Biden? How about Biden put her on the case, just like he put her on the border case?
And that's fun.
You're in charge. Hey, black woman, you're in charge.
Now they're giving us a black woman in the Supreme Court, which she got credentials, but I'm just like, do you think that's going to fix everything?
I need to look into her because anything that they've done is shady. So I don't know anything about this woman. I'm not gonna lie on her, but I need to research her.
She seems different.
She seems different
to me.
Yeah, she seems decent.
Yeah,
I need to know why.
But
they did this.
I just
is this our consolation for them not doing police reform?
Yeah,
is that what it is? Okay.
Oh yes, Tommy. Yes.
Okay, got it.
It's also consolation to them not putting more housing, affordable housing, into black homes and shit. The black communities. It's about that too. You know, he was like, "Hey, we'll give you out free crack pipes. You're all set with that, and then we're going to put a black woman in the Supreme Court, and that's it."
Why not some crack with the crack pipes?
He thinks it's the '80s again.
Can we get a little crack with the crack pipes, Joe? Hunter's got all the crack, bro. I can't buy any.
He fucking thinks it's the '80s again.
He does, bro.
He probably think it's 1980. They'll tell him what's going on in this.
Look here, fat. I'll tell you, buddy. Look, fat. You want to do push-ups?
I'm going to take Trump out to the back of the gym.
Oh my god. All right, I've had enough of this fucking president. Let's just put it that way. I've had enough of him. It's literally, it hasn't even been 2 years, bro, and I'm done with this guy. I'm fucking done with him.
It's fucked. It's fucking fucked. I mean, I have some hope for Ocasio-Cortez, even though she has made me upset a few times.
Why?
And the rest of the squad.
Why?
Because at least they're showing that there is an alternative finally in the Democrat Party. And that's trickling down grassroots wise.
By the time they get old and we actually have new blood, they're gonna be Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and fucking Joe Biden, bro.
Don't say that, Tommy, please.
It's inevitable, bro. Inevitable, bro.
Tommy, no.
He's gonna be what's that North Carolina guy, the black guy who fucking gave Joe Biden the fucking what's the guy's Clyburn? He's gonna be Clyburn. Jerome's gonna be Clyburn.
God. Nah, don't ruin that for me, bro. I have hope for them. I do.
We need to destroy these two parties, bro. Don't have hope for these two parties.
Oh no, I agree. We need to build
and that's the
a
memo.
People's Party. You know, a party that for the working class, where working class decides what goes on. That's what we need. That's the end game. A system that works for the working class that we all decide on as Americans. I'm glad that we got to an end game here. When it's like we're like an hour in.
Hey, that's what we do, guys. Right before lunch, we get to the game.
Right before lunch. So what else you got going on before we end this, man? What you got going on? You got
okay. So I have my Tommy Nation Tuesday live streams every 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. You can check that out at www.tommynationpolitics.com. And that'll lead you back to the YouTube channel where you can subscribe, like, share my videos, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified for videos. And I'll be definitely showing this on my so send me the file, Jabari. Make sure you send me the file. So
okay, yeah,
this will definitely be an episode that I could be off on.
Yeah, I'm planning on releasing this episode next week to have it all to get together and stuff like that.
Awesome.
And we're probably gonna get demonetized, so
we're definitely
getting to put it on.
We're definitely getting demonetized. Hey, get a Rumble account, bro. They demonetize everything.
I'm thinking about it, bro. I saw it.
They do.
Are you doing it? You think about doing
it? They monetize everything.
Oh wow.
So check it out.
That's dope. They do monetize everything, so you don't have to like get a certain level. You could just start being monetized.
Yep. Yes, sir. So get it done. YouTube is horrible. They're a problem. They're Google. So.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, and fuck Google for banning Russian news and all that shit. Like everybody should have news. Okay, let them all have fucking news. Y'all let us watch Fox and CNN, and you complain about RT.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. It's so funny, right? That's funny.
Like CNN is a better alternative. Yeah, okay. Let's see what this bitch is lying about today.
During the pandemic, bro. I could not watch CNN, bro, because I saw people watching CNN. It was like watching The Ring. Samira, 7 days. I saw that shit. People were scared. Mama, I can't find my mama. I can't find mama at the grocery stores. Where is mama? People were fucking freaking out, bro. If y'all just remember watching CNN during the pandemic, bro, like that was crazy.
God. That is fucking scary. That's fucking scary. I'm just thinking about it, like, because I never saw it, but everybody told me, yo, it literally was like The Ring, bro. They just kept counting shit. I was like, what the fuck?
500 million people more have died yesterday.
Trying to freak people out.
People at grandma's just dying. Oh, just say goodbye to grandma. She's dying, son. I don't want to say goodbye to grandma. Say goodbye to grandma. This is what's gonna happen to your grandma. Next is 7.
Damn, bro. Well, we gotta do this again.
Yeah, we will.
Let's be regulars on each other's shows.
Yeah, bro. Hey, if you want to come on tonight, let me know. Hit me up if you're not busy.
I gotta do something tonight, but I got you next time. Yep.
Hey, okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah. So everybody have a good day. I'm gonna have this out in a few days, actually, because this is a part of the topic of Ukraine. So it doesn't make sense to do it next week. I'm gonna do it in a few days. I'm gonna have it out 3 days, actually. But I'll send you the file tonight. Send you the file tonight. Yep.
Free thinking, innovative, totally open-minded, guys. Check me out. Thanks, Jabari. Appreciate you.
Yep, have a good one.
Blank period, yeah. On my black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100. Ayy, if you don't like it, then fuck it. Ayy, we gonna win in the end. Yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100. Ayy, if you don't like it, then fuck it. Ayy, we gonna win in the end. Yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?